Scorpio, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you're watching this, Scorpio, do trust there's a message here for you. Now, if you're a regular, you know I appreciate you, and thanks for being here again, calling in for another reading. If you're a newbie, welcome. My name is BRONYA. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I'm looking forward to this for you. So, welcome to the channel. All right. Either way, if you enjoy this, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit subscribe. I know we always go on about that, but trust me, it makes all the difference to these sort of channels sticking around. So I'd be super grateful for that. Yeah, also drop me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You know I love to hear. All right, we've got some cool cards here. We've got number 9, health, and number 1, higher consciousness. I'm seeing a lot here. Now, we're in a number 9 year in terms of the numerology. Which is all about completions. We're coming to the end of that year, which means that we're starting to see the seedings of new beginnings, which is the number 1 year, and we've got that. We've got 9 and 1 here. Now, health, I feel 9 of Pentacles-esque when I look at this. Health, wealth, vitality, abundance. It's not just dropped in your lap, Scorpio. It's been the journey that you've been on. Like, have you been on a spiritual growth journey this year? Have you been on a health or glow up journey? Have you been trying to save and level up with work, career? Have you, been going to therapy and working on your mental health? Or hey, maybe all of the above, because something here is blossoming within you, but it's through your self-sufficient, sustained effort. I think there's a higher consciousness here, or maybe you had that insight at the start of the year. This is the year that something's got to give. 2025, what a year, what a crucible. Like, how many people do you know, Scorpio, that are going through big stuff? Big stuff. Ending that 20-year relationship, starting that business, moving countries, I don't know, but look, I mean, you only have to look on social media, there's just so much going down. And there's something going down for you, but it feels like you're actually getting to more of a harvest. Health. It might be your physical health as well. Something here is completing in a good way. Let's keep going. All right, just to let you know before we get stuck in, Scorpio, that personal readings and healings are available. I'll drop a link to my website down below. I'm really active on Instagram and TikTok, and I'd love it if you go over and give me a follow, because even though I'm still active on there and do exactly the same thing, like the algorithm's like going down. So the only thing that boosts it up is getting more people over there and more interaction. So I would love it if you would do that. That would really help me out. Okay, let's get back to it. Surrender. Beautiful. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. Well, it's heavy but true. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Well, I can relate to that being an Aries, but I have a moon in Scorpio, and this is maybe you sort of feel that being a deep soul that you are, Scorpio, there can be like really looking into the meaning behind everything. Why are things happening like this? But one thing is for sure is that we can control. In my 4 fields method, which is my conscious architecture for life, I talk about our center of control. We can only control through our 4 fields of being: our spiritual field, beliefs, value, energy; our mental field, our thoughts; our emotional field, our feelings; and our physical field, how we act based on the previous 3. But what that does is also influences energy around us, right? But what we can't do is control others directly or outcomes. And I think this is what this is trying to tell you, that maybe there has been a process of surrender here that's really felt like an ego death, that you've really had to let go. You might have really had to change some patterns and ways of being, but you've been told that's bringing you to your greatest harvest, your greatest fruition point yet. There's a freedom, there's a liberation. We see wings taking flight. Something is soaring high. Oof. In fact, you're entering into a profound new cycle, and you've actually passed a huge spiritual or karmic lesson. This is the last major arcana. So you're stepping into 2026 in a whole new energy. Because of that whole new energy, is going to be magnetized to you? Is that going to be the year of the partner? Is it going to be the year of the career? Is it going to be the year of health, wealth, the year of the home, the year of, paying off the debt? Because you've been through judgment. 2025 has been the year of judgment, karmic reckoning, through surrender, through understanding that we can't control everything. Judgment for me is the falling away of everything that's contracted you so that you can expand, and the expansion energy is coming in now, Scorpio. So I hope that resonates for you. But this is an energy that you're going to carry into your next long-term cycle. Ooh, High Priestess. We're also in Halloween week, I forgot to say, happy spooky season, and it's relevant with this because High Priestess. So when I put out the email this week, if you're on my email list, you would have got it. If you're not, I think there might be a link below. I'm not sure, but you can get to it through my website. But every week I send out an email with like what's kind of happening with the astrology, and I pull a tarot card, and I pulled the High Priestess this week, and I thought, shit, that's like perfect for Halloween, because I was actually going to write about the veil being thin and, being able to see into the unseen or experience the unseen. And I pulled this, and many of you probably got the email and probably went, oh, yeah, right, she didn't really pick, she just chose that. No, I really did pull it. But it talks about the fact that you're on that important threshold, right? And there are unseen energies coming to light. Now, it could be on Friday, the peak, Halloween, the 31st, that you get a message or you feel something deeply. You might be watching this after that, and that's fine, because it's not just a one-day wonder. Obviously, this is a portal, but it's an opportunity to bring what's in shadow to light. Now, that can also be like a prophetic dream, or you might feel connected to a past loved one and they bring a message through, or you get an epiphany, or you have a conversation with someone that you meet that acts as the bridge between worlds for you. It might seem like your own idea, but it's actually coming from spirit. Like, yeah, some of the great ideas I get, oh gosh, I'm good, and then I'm thinking, yeah, I think I kind of channeled that, but anyway, I'm happy to be the conduit. But what I'm feeling is that you're taking all of your lessons and learning across the last 9 years, and you're taking that across the threshold into the light, and you are entering into a whole new cycle. Now, this feels bigger than one life area, but it might have been one life area that was in focus that led to this awakening of higher consciousness and a greater sense of health across the system, the ecosystem of your life. And there's something about it peaking this week. Well, we're getting this reading for a reason, because the High Priestess invites you across the threshold, even if we don't really know where it's going. So there could be a decision that you've been making, or, a new opportunity that opens, and it's just this feeling of I have to answer the call. So we surrender without control and go, you know what? I can be in that energy now, because it's leading to the 10 of Pentacles. Like, wow, look, Ace of Pentacles. I've almost gone the whole, I don't know what's in me this week. I usually do a 10-minute reading, and I'm at like 9 minutes, and I haven't even got into it yet. And I have no time this week, so I don't know, I'm rolling with it. 10 of Pentacles is the long-term stability, security. Like, this could be you attracting lifelong partnership, stepping into a very lucrative career. Like I said, you pay off that debt, and now you can finally build. This is a very abundant energy, and it's not necessarily just in money. Like, it could be the physicality of health, the physical aspect of love and relationships. Like, maybe you've always had these love and relationships that are all full of fire chemistry, but when it comes down to the pragmatics of living together, that it's all gone offline. But in this next chapter of your life, there's a new earthed energy, there's a new grounded energy, and strength is here. Leo energy, could be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or is this your time of meeting your inner strength, your inner power, and taking bold leadership to follow your heart? There's something about that, something about you leading your life, but not from a place of ego and push, but from a place of intuition and surrender, knowing that the infrastructure is in place. Page of Swords. Right, and let's just put these down and talk about them, because I think we've got enough here, because guess what? Justice is here. Karmic justice. Libra energy. We're at the tail end of Libra season, which this year has just gone so quickly. But we see the sword of truth, victory, and justice here. In the Page of Swords, the last card of our reading, we see it at the final gate of the tower, but she's going to need a ladder to get up there. The root of the reading at the bottom of the deck is kind of like what we don't see. And what we don't see is that, or what you don't see right now, is that you get the win. You got the sword down somehow. So maybe at the time of this reading, what you're moving towards, or the final stage of a goal or an outcome, still feels unattainable. It still feels like a climb. It still feels like a leap. Something to do with like really getting something into a healthy position, but you've been told you make it. So we've got to keep clarity of mind. We've got to hold the vision and stay in leadership of the pursuit. Following your intuition is important, and embracing both shadow and light. If you are going through a tower, and that can be consciously needing to make new decisions, or you might have had a situation where something wobbled, fell down, is falling down, you're being told this is actually the final gate to your victory. Like, it had to happen. I always feel like a gamified thing of like old sort of 90s Nintendo games when I look at this, and it's like you're at the top of the tower, you've slayed the final dragon, and this is the final thing to collect to end the game. But in the game, you have the power where you can make a big jump and collect it. But in real life, it's like we've still got one hard push to go. And that represents the energy that you're in, Scorpio, I think, between now and the end of the year, as you close out the number 9 year. But this is going to restore karmic justice, and you can go into 2026 with everything you need, with everything collected, that you build on the base that you've established this year. And that's when you fully activate the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I hope that makes sense. I don't even know what to title this one, guys. I'll see what I can cook up, but it's very cool energy. I love it. So I'm going to leave it here, and if you would like to tune this for your specific situation, personal readings and healings are available. I will drop a link below. If you'd like more from me, go over to the gram, the talk, give us a follow. I'd really appreciate it, and I am sending you much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.